Welcome back to the Jesse Rucinski show. Sorry I've been away so long. Hopefully, you had a very, very enjoyable Thanksgiving, a good holiday. Got to see people if you didn't get to see anyone last year, and ate some good food and put on a few pounds and all of the things that go into that. And if you had to drive far distance, a couple hours to go doing that, hopefully at 4:30 in the morning, while you're going 70 right after you cross the state line of the state you call home, well, at least that you called home growing up, or your family. Hopefully, you don't somehow manage to get two rear tires simultaneously at 70 miles an hour, which is very exciting. It turns out, by the way, at 4:30 in the morning. Definitely make sure that you are awake and alert. And maybe, no, no, you went to a small little towns, little shops like I did in Jim Thorpe, or just did anything, got to get around. I mean, I just hope you got to make the most out of it again, especially if you're somewhere where you pretty much had to suffer last year and you didn't get to do anything because you actually listened to like regulations and there were crazy people ratting you out. But there was some dumb stuff that pick two just to get back into the swing of things. Stuff that was really dumb. First will be Alec Baldwin, finally, sitting down for that interview with George Stephanopoulos and people defending him and all the dumb stuff that came from that. And that's actually being very gentle with it, calling it dumb, as it just baffles my mind. And then some more stuff I heard come out of some remarks from the president of the United States, which is somehow deflecting all the blame for everything that's happening right now and putting it on to another, let's just say someone else's, lap. First, we got to get to Alec Baldwin because I'm still, mesmerized by the whole entire situation with that. I mean, I think that's the word. Probably, I mean, it could have been a better one, but just the level of just sheer incompetence and stupidity, and maybe arrogance that, no matter what, better that is involved in all of this and someone's dead because of it. I had no problem with investigating it. Someone died, another person was injured, and live rounds on the set, all that stuff. So they do need to interview everyone and, look into everything. That is obviously what they need to do. Duh, really. I just, some of the stuff that he said while he finally sat down for an interview really just proves everything I have to say about all of those people, because I think it did more damage than it did good for him, really, if you sit down and listen to it. I think that was even with George Stephanopoulos. So he's getting kid gloves on ABC News and ABC at all. Like, I mean, that because of who he is and where he stands politically and all that, he was against Trump. Like, he's getting kid gloves even with everything going on. I think, George, should have asked, better questions. Like, duh. Really, I mean, like, there should have been follow-up questions to some of the stuff that he said, but shocker, George didn't ask him. There's someone on the right, like Chris Pratt or Trump or any of his family members, and they'd be getting just like scalded, like it would be scathing. So it is what it is. But some key points of it, him saying that he never pulled the trigger, still trying to how all that works, and that he only slightly pulled the hammer back, and it went off when he released it. Which, I mean, very well could be the case. I mean, stranger things have happened. So I'm not trying to deny that. But that came out of it. Claims that it's not his fault and that he feels no guilt from it, though. Like, a lady's dead and the director got shot and you feel zero guilt for it. Like, regardless of the situation, bro, you're one of the producers. He is, for Rust. Like, and he was holding the weapon. Like, how the hell do you not? I'm sorry. Like, not your fault and you feel no guilt. That's just, you're either a really bad liar, or you're just a narcissistic pile of excrement. mean, that's really all it comes down to. If you feel no guilt, regardless, like it still happened by your hand, how the hell do you feel nothing for it unless you're just a piece of shit? Sorry. Actually, not sorry. So I don't get like, I mean, like that did not help his case. And so they said, can't sleep when he does. He has all these nightmares about guns going off and on. Like, I'm pretty sure that's his brain's way of saying, yeah, there's guilt and all kinds of stuff that, is involved with all that. I'm not talking trash about him, but I mean, there's lots of people that he likes to talk trash about that, have those same things from actual, weird experience. But anyway, and he's talking about all of his training through the years and that he was trained not to point a gun at someone. Well, she's dead right through the chest. So, ergo, you were pointing your gun at someone, homie. Him at the beginning of his career, he's taught and trained was to not even look at, check, do anything with the gun once it's handed to him. But if he really, like claims training, like if he got real training at any gun safety classes, then we wouldn't be in this situation at all. Because you treat every weapon as if it was loaded. Don't want to weapon anything you're not intended to shoot. Yeah, keep the safety on until you intend to fire. Straighten off the trigger until you're ready to fire, and all like the simplest of things. Check it, every single one. Treat them all as if they are loaded. How the hell did you not check it? Well, they said it was good. Yeah, well, guess what? It still went into your hand, and it would have taken 2 seconds, maybe 3, to check, and none of this would have happened. You arrogant bastard. Sorry. This one falls on to Alec Baldwin. All these other people involved. Yes, I'm sure there's other, people in stupidity that is involved in it. Obviously, I mean, can't not be involved, but sorry, guys, like to say you claim zero responsibility and you have no guilt, like the gun went into your hand. It's in your hand. I mean, there's people that get charged with, all kinds of stuff for involuntary. Like you didn't mean for it to happen, but it did. They get held accountable for it. Like it was in your hand. It takes no time at all just to pop it, just check. Not to. Then those people that were telling you that are idiots. You should check all of them to make sure that it is actually clear. Like, they teach you in actual gun classes, not just idiots in Hollywood talking to you. Treat the weapon with respect because it's a weapon. And you never know if it's, clear or not. And look what happened when it wasn't. Like, just saying, like, and I don't think the interview actually, all of that, I mean, didn't do George Stephanopoulos any good, but I mean, what the hell? George Stephanopoulos ran out of credibility years ago. Like, we all know this. So at ABC News, I mean, look, ABC, and the Good Morning American numbers, look at the View, like they lost all their credibility forever ago. If there's someone on the other side, he would have lit him up like a Christmas tree. He would have just gave him softball question, soft toss questions, and moved on. Yeah, like he was even, they taught you that, yeah. Like, you just let it go. Like there should have been a million follow-ups to why the hell were you not checking to make sure beforehand? Because this is what happens when you don't. People can die if you don't respect the weapon in your hand and make sure that everything is proper and good before you start flailing the thing around. Just that. That's all it takes. I'm not trying to be a dick when I say it all. I'm just being someone that's actually, trained in the Marine Corps with all kinds of weapons. Like it takes minor seconds. And whenever we do, like people hand it to you, then you check to make sure it's clear. Like, here, what? Or there's all kinds of different ways depending on what weapon it is. But pop bolt back and do all like there's a million different ways to take that extra second to make sure. And we all do it. Any of us that actually know what the hell we're doing. So maybe you should want to get real training and not just anything. Because if you got any real training, you wouldn't check it no matter what, in my opinion, unless you really are just that far up your own ass and that full of yourself. when you do that, you're in that situation. This is what happens. So good on you, jackass, jackass, stupid ass. Then I guess I can mention quick. I didn't write it down. CNN firing Chris Cuomo. Like, remember when everyone that didn't like CNN was calling for this, like last year, for how ridiculous and full of it and narcissistic, and how much they were lying and just spreading just as much shit as they could out of their mouths for forever. And we got yelled at and told we were crazy. Turn on Fox News. Turn on real news. My response, it's just as bad as Lemon. Like, they were just there to play their role, but like, I can't believe it took this long. And then we got a reputable law firm lawyer to look into all this. Yeah, like, I could have told you, like, we all know he's a sleazeball. Look at his brother. And he helped his sleazeball brother and tried to look up all these, do all kinds of stuff to help him with all these sexual assault accusations. And look how much he was covering up everything last year. And they were having like the time of their life, talking about, look at the size of your nose, the giant Q-tip. Like, yeah, talking about getting them like ladies and all that stuff, like on air. Well, and how much we all got chastised for even talking about the nursing home stuff. We're just trying to, do a distraction for Trump. It's like, no, because the numbers like doubled overnight between when he resigned and the next day. Like, and his brother helped CNN, and all of them were complicit. There you go, complicit, and went right along with it to help cover him up. So, yeah, I wonder when any of them are going to come out and say anything. All the people that said that we were crazy, we're talking trash about Chris Cuomo because, well, I thought he was a scumbag forever, and well, it just keeps getting worse for him. But at least it happened. I mean, that should be a sign. Granted, we went over the ratings, and well, they absolutely suck. So, yeah, maybe they're just trying to save face or something. I don't know, but at least they did it. I didn't think that was actually going to happen. Took them long enough. Maybe they can go on air and talk about all the stuff he lied about. Like, that'd be the best thing CNN could do. Just come on, somebody really hears everything. You're full of it, full of it all. Give people like the goods, and maybe they'll save themselves. But I don't see that happening. And then we get on to the biggest schmuck of the day, which is the president of the United States. Talking about Christmas, president's getting there. The only, one that can guarantee that presents get to people on time is Santa Claus. Like, so now it's not your fault that because you've screwed all this up. If the presents don't get there on time, it's Santa Claus's fault. Not your incompetence, not bad policy, not anything. It's Santa Claus's fault. Just like, inflation is a good thing, even though I think they're expecting at least 6% rise again next, like cataclysmic. And Democrats are still trying to spend, by the way. But the man actually blamed like Santa Claus. So now if they can't get everything, like they ask for, Santa, like, do the parents look bad? I mean, does that kill the spirit of Christmas? Does it kill all of that? Do the parents around go, yeah, well, actually, it had nothing to do with Santa Claus. It has to do with that schmuck. I mean, like, what do we do? What do people do in that situation? I mean, like, it's just mind altering to me that they've literally blamed every single person, to include us, for wanting things. By heaven forbid we keep buying things like we were all year before all this backlog happened. We were last year. Like, look at how much profit like Amazon and all them made, like through the roof. They're selling all kinds of stuff. Everything was getting there. So where was it last year? Things were running X. People were being stupid last year. It wasn't, they surely just could not get them because they're stuck on ships, but like the only one that can guarantee it is Santa Claus. Like, I'm sorry. Like, when the president of the United States is now coming out and saying, yeah, if you don't get your stuff on time, well, it's Santa Claus's fault. Instead of saying that we're just a bunch of dumbasses, we don't know what we're doing, we're burying everything, inflation's getting through the roof, and we have no idea what's going on because, well, the people running all these things are incompetent and inexperienced and all of it. No, we, nothing to do with that. Like, and he said he finally put, like, we're working on it since day one. He finally put a special, council, all those people together. What, 7, 8 months later, maybe even 9, like months and months later, like Trump immediately had like all kinds of like CEOs from businesses coming together to try to figure anything out. Whenever anything happened, this guy took him 8 months to do anything, and everyone says he's doing a good job. Now he's blaming Santa Claus. So you could take that and you could shove it directly up somewhere. There's a lot of fun places you could take that and stick it. So you guys could, listening, watching, whatever, you guys can be creative, fill in the blank yourself. But like, I thought people were joking. The only person that can guarantee the presents get there on time is Santa Claus. Like, no, bro, you could just actually do something. Like, I don't know why it takes 8, 9 months to just start doing anything. Like, when you've known about the problem since day one. Like, if you did, it took you that many months. Like, what the hell else were you doing besides vacationing over 100 days for the year? Which is mesmerizing, and I wish I could do that. But yeah, Santa Claus. Like, and sadly, like, we're all sitting here going, yeah, I really wish we could actually make that. We're like making it up, but we're not. Like, this is actual real life. Santa Claus. He's the only one that can guarantee us getting anything on time. I don't think I've ever actually heard anyone blame Santa Claus except for like Eagles fans. I don't even think they're blaming him for anything. He just happened to be the poor schmuck that came out on the field and started getting pelted with ice balls and stuff. But again, it's Philadelphia. Eagles fans are throwing batteries and all kinds of mean stuff to people. But yeah, moral, I guess at least Chris Cuomo finally got canned. But I mean, the rest of it, all that stuff is just, it physically hurts. Hopefully Don Lemon's next because, well, he's not like a news anchor. He's just a paid actor, spewing whatever they want him to, filling whatever role they want him to. That's all he is. I mean, he's not a newsman at all. So hopefully he's next, but probably not. At least they got rid of Chris. But that, I want to thank everyone for watching and listening. Tomorrow I'm going to try to get into more serious notes and some stuff, with Russia and Ukraine. Biden says he's going to talk to Putin. Yeah, I guarantee that's going to go really, really well, and guarantee Russia's going to suddenly move away from the border from Ukraine and not do anything. I mean, if only we could all dream, right? Like, we'd know something dumb's going to happen. But thank you all for watching. Thank you all for listening across all platforms. Don't forget, whatever you listen on, please, and whenever you see me share, whether it's a video or the audio, please share it out as well, because they literally, like, I have people that follow this and are even friends with me, and I share it out on my own, and they don't ever see it. Like, they don't notice I post any episodes ever. So the more you share it out from wherever you are onto yours, the more it gets out there. Tell people about it if you like it, and please feel free, comment as well and tell me what you think about it, because that feedback and just the shares help more than anything, and it lets me know if I'm doing a good job or not. Again, wish everyone, hope you guys all had a good Thanksgiving. Hope travel was good if you had to. You got to see people. Hopefully all your families are well and you had a good thing going towards Christmas, because I can't believe that's already coming up fast. It's coming up really, really fast. So hopefully you got everything you need, and you can have, screw it, who needs stuff? Like, have a hot dog, son, for all I care. Like, whatever, just go out there, eat, and enjoy the day. Not about gifts and all that nonsense anyway. So make sure you're getting ready, though, because I've seen some shows in some places and it's kind of crazy. But again, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for sharing it out, those of you that do, because again, they're not doing me any damn favors. Legit. So I appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your day. I will finally actually be back tomorrow and be back on the schedule, doing shows more than once every like 3 years, it felt like. So again, share it out. Let me know what you think. I appreciate all of you. Take care of one another. Take care of your loved ones. Love your loved ones, because you never know when they're going to be gone. I learned that way too fast 2 days ago. And I appreciate y'all. So enjoy the rest of your night. See you tomorrow, and peace.